Arrington said he has nothing to do with that place in response to rumors that he might be behind the bar's reopening.
Okay.
Arrington added, I hope the plague falls upon the sports cafe.
What the hell's going on there?
I hope it's rat-infested, fucking roach-infested.
Damn, what the hell's all that about, man? Where's all this coming from?
Well, apparently they were going to reopen the bar as Linebacker U Sports Cafe, and apparently discussions with the current owner, Kevin Anderson, broke down, and so it sounds like Arrington's a little bitter, and he's been left out of the new club. He says, I hope he never makes another dollar off of a sports cafe.
Damn, just a little bitter, LeVar.
Well, he was happy because several people walked by it yelling, where's LeVar?
Good. Good. As a Penn State fan, LeVar always has a place in my heart.
That's right.
Damn straight.
There you go.
He's got a nice big restaurant right here close to the stadium, close to FedEx Field, that does quite well, I might add.
Arrington even had a discussion with Joe Paterno about opening a new bar at Penn State.
I remember you.
That's what he...
You was number 1-1. You was no Schlemiel.
I don't know.
Yeah, now Joe's up in the booth, man.
Yeah, I know.
Now he's up in the booth.
Didn't seem to matter much, did it?
No, it doesn't. Obviously, he doesn't really coach the team anymore. But you know what that does is it precludes any of these lovely sideline interviews with Joe. No, they're not going to catch up with him anymore.
I just wish we had the audio of him saying, I hope the plague falls upon the sports cafe. I hope it's rat-infested, fucking roach-infested.
That would be great.
Oh, that's hilarious.
That would be great. Maybe I could go up to his restaurant, see if he's there, and make a comment.
Oh, and John, don't you dare miss the halftime show of the Dallas Cowboys Thanksgiving Day game.
Oh, what am I going to miss if I do?
The Jonas Brothers.
The Jonas Brothers.
How else could you ruin a football game?
The Jonas Brothers. Well, it's another Disney manufactured band.
I know.
Who cares? But, that's perfect for Jerry Jones. He's
Trying to incorporate that family image.
Sure.
That's why when we have cornerbacks that get in fights in hotels, they're in family hotels.
Sure. Oh, by the way, when they open the new Dallas Cowboys Stadium, you can buy an end zone from the old stadium for $500,000 and put it in your backyard.
You mean Santana Moss Field?
Put it in your backyard for $500,000. Yeah,
I think Dan Snyder ought to buy it.
All right, whatever.
He ought to buy it. He's got the money.
I should have known better.
He ought to buy it and install it in the parking lot of FedEx Field as a urinal. Anybody needs to walk their pets, come on out.
Don't you have some emails to read?
All right, I've got some emails. This is getting to be a weekly event, Tom. This is our weekly whine from Dallas Ace.
Oh, God, now what?
Wow, if you ever needed proof that ESPN hates the Cowboys, here you go. Yesterday in that bottom line thing at the bottom of the screen, there was an entire section dedicated of all the injuries in the Cowboys roster, and as if to say, hey, everyone, look at all their injuries. They're also trying to make Romo look weak by saying he broke his pinky finger. Tom, didn't he break his pinky finger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so. Which is not true. He broke his fifth metacarpal. So technically and realistically, he has a partially broken hand. Meanwhile, ESPN's proclaimed champions get raped by the Browns, and there's hardly any mention of it.
Is he done?
That's it.
God.
All right. Look, Ace, you know what? This bullshit that ESPN and the media hates the Cowboys is just the most ridiculously ludicrous thing you could ever possibly dream of.
T.O. said they're trying to break them up, split them apart.
Look, here's the thing. Tom, we did this last year on the podcast. What are the two biggest teams in the whole entire country? It's the Cowboys and the Steelers.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, Dallas Ace, what do you think? You think that the media really wants Dallas to fail so that they can stop selling shirts? You think the NFL really wants them to fail? I'm not saying that they're giving them any unfair advantages, but believe me, when the Cowboys are riding high, so is the collective bargaining agreement. They're all making money.
Yeah, and the TV ratings.
Yeah. All right, I got a shout out to our buddy Rip the Jacker over on signsonsandiego.com for putting up the link to the cartoon, which is brand new this week, by the way. And DK in Texas.
Yeah, it is.
Of course, DK in Texas over there on Big Blue Interactive, the Big Giants website, where they're probably doing a lot of wah-wah right now. But he's always posting up for us. And this is an email that comes in from a dear old friend, Pisbo.
Pisbo!
Now,
what's up?
I should make sure that you realize that this arrived Monday afternoon after the Redskins had lost and the Cowboys had lost.
And the Giants had not lost yet.
Text area. Ha ha ha! Suck it, bitches! Go Giants!
throws. It's intercepted. It is Eric Wright with Manning looking at him. Wright sprinting past him, inbounds, and gone. Cleveland touchdown.
So the Cleveland Browns hand the New York Giants their first road loss in more than a year, and the Browns win their second straight.
I hate the Giants.
There you go. So suck on that, Pisbo. All right, let's see. This is from our buddy over at the stlouisramsx.com, which is a brand new site on our friends list. Tom, this
Take
is
it, John. Got to take it.
I know. This is a 1-4 football team. All right. Yes, they beat us, and I didn't do any crying. Can you attest to that? No crying.
Right.
Okay. John, get all your crying done before the next show so I don't have to be subjected to it. Shut up. All right, then. Yeah, so he says, yeah, baby, 1-4. STFU.
Speak your heart.
Right, Skip. Speak your heart. Yeah, that's pretty fun. But I tell you what, hey, the Rams are undefeated under their new head coach.
Hey, there you go.
I know.
Big Bird is coaching them well.
There you go.
All right. Okay, this comes from former show mascot John Tilliard from over there in Jolly, UK. Hey, Bang, you think you jinxed your team by mentioning on last week's show that they had no turnovers? I bet you think you're funny there, John. You think I jinxed my team? Watch this. Ready? Gee, I wonder if Jeff Garcia is going to throw 5 interceptions this week. Hey, I wonder if Ernest Graham might have 3 fumbles. Hey, what do you think, Tom? Has Ernest Graham fumbled this year? I don't know.
You know what? I said Arizona could easily beat Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
You know that
I
game.
picked them outright.
I knew it. I knew that was coming. I didn't expect all these injuries and Pac-Man suspension and all that shit to happen all at once. But I knew they could lose that game. And I'm going to tell you something. Injuries or not, Pac-Man suspension or not, it didn't matter. I'm going to say it right now, and the truth needs to be said. And John, we know.
Testify, Tom. Testify.
Yeah, I'm going to. We know for a fact that there are NFL players who watch our cartoons.
Yep.
And we also know that there are a few who listen to this podcast.
That's
now,
right.
I don't know if there are any Dallas Cowboy players listening to this podcast, but if there is just one, I don't care if you're third string. You take this message back to the locker room in Dallas. You tell them they haven't got a goddamn bit of discipline on that team. It's pathetic when the offensive line lets Tony Romo get the complete shit beat out of him, and then because they can't protect him, he has to throw a dump-off pass to Marion Barber, who makes the greatest fucking run in the world to get them within a field goal with 2 minutes to go. And then what does Leonard Davis do? After letting Romo get the shit beat out of him the whole game, that fat ass has the nerve to go down there and pick up the ball and spike it and get a 15-yard penalty?
I'm sorry, I thought it was a ham.
How can he go down and do that on top? Oh, my God, I wanted to punch him. I don't care how big he is. I know he could just mangle me into a little turd and nothing flat. I would have punched him right in the mouth if I could have. Oh, my God. Get some goddamn discipline on that team. Just kick Wade Phillips in the ass. Tom Coughlin just suspended Plaxico Burress,
His best player.
Can you imagine if Wade Phillips tried to suspend T.O.?
Oh, my God. Could you imagine the outfit that T.O. would show up for his suspension? T.O. would be doing sit-ups in his driveway by morning in a sweater vest.
When I see those kind of penalties.
Penalties? You got all them penalties,
They
Tom?
had a,
You got the penalties? When I see all them penalties, I can tell they just ain't sharp as a whistle.
They had a lot of penalties.
right.
Penalties.
Yeah. What do we got to do, Emmett?
Now what we needed to do.
Right. Somebody get me Jimmy Johnson on the phone.
You're an idiot.
Well, damn it. Get some discipline. Focus. Stop making all these boneheaded errors. Ugh. You know, I mean, at least your team, John, you got fundamentals, man. You guys play good football. You had a, you know, you lost one. You barely lost.
Well, yeah,
it
when
happens.
you have a guard that thinks he's Jerry Rice.
Yeah. Right.
Hey, it's the ball. Let me catch the ball. I'm sitting there watching the TV and I'm going, no, bat it down. No, don't think. Oh my God, there it goes the other way.
I just think Dallas listened to too many people calling them all that. They're the best team in the league, most talented team in the league. Yeah, well, they play together like shit sometimes.
I'm telling you, Pete Kendall caught that ball and I thought it was Chris Perry. All right, we have some bad news here.